Hello, and welcome to the very last 2020 Shelley Has Opinions, the hit podcast where the Chatfield girls try and guess their shy sister Shelley's opinions on a variety of topics. My name is Holly Chatfield Flanagan, and with me is
Shelley Chatfield Allison.
And we also have
Julie Chatfield Miller.
And finally, our sister expert for today is
Carlie Chatfield Old Lang Syne.
Oh man, how old is that lang syne?
Actually, did I say it wrong?
No.
I always say Old Lang Syne.
No, Old Lang Syne is the right way, and you did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah, I was just making a joke for our comedy podcast.
No, I said it wrong. I said Old Lang Syne instead of Old Lang Syne.
Well, guess what? We all heard it the other way, so it worked.
Well, speaking of old, I have something to announce to you guys, and you, the Shelley Gang. I now have 2 double-digit aged children. I only have 2, so they're both double-digited.
Uh-huh.
You made it.
Yeah, my son turned 12 a couple weeks ago, and then my daughter turned 10 a couple days ago. And I'm wondering, Girlos, what other things in my life should I have 2 of or double of?
You should have 2 year of the submissions back to back. It's just 2.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
That's high stakes right there. My first thought was two houses, a summer house and a winter house. But Carlie, I think yours is even more high stakes than that.
Holly, you should move here to Arizona for the winter.
There is no time or place or world wherein I would opt to do that. Thank you.
You could have 2 snuggle friends, but you already do. Their names are Jack and Lacey.
They got double digits.
Yeah. Let's see. You should have 2 swimming pools.
I should have 1 and then have another one.
Have a pool within a pool.
That sounds awesome.
That's kind of like at a club, there's an exclusive VIP section.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody have any other ideas for me?
2 Harry Potter houses.
I already said 2 houses. Wait.
But she has to belong to 2 houses. She
could belong to Slytherin and Ravenclaw and get 2 pets, a snake and a raven.
Perfect. I was feeling kind of like old and sad about having 2 double-digit age children, but now I see it's opened a whole world of possibilities in my life, and for that I thank you.
I keep now picturing the Double Mint gum commercial in my head, just 2 of everything.
I should have 2 of myself, 1 other twin.
I daydream about having 2 of myself.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because
I always wanted a twin growing up.
No, if I could just clone myself, then me and my clone could take turns caring for the children and going out and having vacation. And that way we would always know mother is taking care of them. And even though I said it in a creepy way, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, no, it sounded super creepy.
I don't know if I would want another me, and I'm just being honest with myself.
I would want another me if I lived far away.
Oh, I could live with another me, no problem.
You guys would be great roommates.
Yeah, except for the fact that it'd be like, hey, Shelley, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? That would be like the first decision that had to be made would be a rabbit hole wherein you could not get out from. Oh, well, thank you, girls, for helping me feel better. And now I have something else that's going to make me feel better. For the last time this year, making my sister Shelley tell me her opinion about something that she doesn't know what it is yet.
Is it seasonal?
It is. It's actually not seasonal. And I'll tell you why. It's because it's from a past season. We missed it the first time.
Oh.
So we're trying to fix it.
All right.
Would you like to know today's topic?
I would. I'm very curious.
Today's topic is the topic graveyard.
What is this?
Shelley,
The topic graveyard.
the small committee got together for our final meeting and said, we have had so many great topic submissions in the year of the submission, and we just haven't been able to get to all of them. And so we have the remaining, several remaining topics that we're just going to do a brief lightning round about.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
And it's going to be great, Shelley.
Wow.
Be so excited for how great this is going to be.
I'm just curious to see like what almost made the cut but didn't and now is getting its time in the sun. I'm very excited for that. I'm not excited about making many decisions.
My husband Corbin submitted a topic specifically for the graveyard. So it's going to be great.
What?
Yeah, it's challenging. It's mid-range. It's in the middle. So get ready.
Oh gosh.
So as the opinion maker, Shelley, I'm going to tell you what the topic is, and you can decide. But if you need some help deciding, you can ask the expert or me or Julie, and then we can kind of help you see some pros and cons. We're here for you, is what I'm saying.
So I have to do this on my own, but you guys are supporting me.
You have to walk this lonely road into 2021.
Does this mean that I'm not allowed to express my opinion at all?
Do you think you could do that, Carlie?
Are you ready for the first one, Shell?
I am.
Okay. This first one was submitted by our cousin-in-law, Carrie Dahl. We have a cousin named Carrie Dahl, but her brother, Ryan, married a Carrie. So Carrie Dahl submitted the topic of bucket lists.
Whenever I think about bucket lists, it makes me think about there a movie called Bucket List?
There is.
Yeah, and it makes me think of that even though I've never seen the movie because my father-in-law once gave what is it? Graduation speech where he referenced that movie a ton. Yeah. And so it makes me think of my father-in-law talking about the movie Bucket List. Yeah, so bucket list. Let's see. What do I think about those? I don't know how this is going to work. Like,
just lightning, Shelley, lightning. Say what you want.
Do you guys already have did you guys take a pro and a con for every one? Or is I'm just like I'm like scattershot asking opinions.
Shelley, if you want me to give one pro and one con idea for bucket lists, I can help you. I can do that.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. Can anyone else do that? It sounds like, Julie, you're putting in a bid and someone else could do better. All right. So what's one pro and one con?
One pro, you make priorities for your life, and because you don't know how much time you have, do the top priority things on your bucket list first, so you don't miss out on any of the best stuff. Con, don't limit yourself, Shelley. Every day you should live it to its fullest. I just watched the movie Soul, and that's what I learned from that movie.
So good.
Did you cry?
Good. A little.
Guys, I don't have Disney Plus. Don't do that to me.
I haven't watched it because I'm too afraid.
Don't be afraid. It's good.
I'm so afraid.
I didn't cry as much as my dear, lovely husband did. Just throwing him under the bus.
Shelley, can I say a pro and a con about bucket lists?
I guess.
And
yes.
then on top of deciding if you like them bucket lists or not, you'll have to decide who gave the best points.
Oh no. Julie, this isn't a popularity contest.
Why not?
Shelley, you should be pro bucket lists because being introspective is an important part of life. There are a lot of people who are like surface level. They only care about what's right in front of them, but they should care what's right behind them, meaning they're...
Oh no, it's right behind me.
Yeah. And you should be anti-bucket lists because honestly, people put stupid stuff on their bucket list that they never will actually do. And they lie to themselves constantly.
Shelley, I have a very strong opinion about this, and you should go anti-bucket list because the name is stupid. Stupid name.
Why do you think it's stupid?
Like, just say it slowly. Bucket list. Like, no. Feel it with your gut, Shelley. Feel that it's a stupid name.
But It's not to me because it's for doing things before you kick the bucket.
Yeah, that's why
Which
it's
is a phrase I love. I love kick the bucket.
You do?
I guess because it always makes me think of that Looney Tunes, the rabbit kicked the bucket. Yeah. I love a list. I love making lists of things. So I like a bucket list because I do like to, make a goal but I don't feel like married to it. Like I can change my bucket list as my life goes on. And I do probably have a few things on my bucket list that I will never do, but like I want to aspire to be the person who maybe would do those things.
Aspire to be the person who maybe would do those things.
So I am pro bucket list.
Okay, that's one.
Oh gosh,
I'm gonna be writing these down.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have them all written down, but I'm gonna go pro. Woo! Okay, next one, Shelley. You did one. Only 80 more to go.
Oh no! Oh wow.
Shelley, this is from our youngest sister, Kelly. What do you think about family portraits? I'm assuming like portrait sessions.
Like going into
Okay.
Sears? Is that where you go?
No, well, or just having
Olin Mills.
having a photographer come and go into the beautiful mountains or something.
Oh.
You know what? I'm going to say I love those.
Great.
I love those.
I have had a lot of experience with this, at least on a big family level, because my mother-in-law loves getting family pictures taken. And so we do them often when we're together. There have been some negative experiences, like the time where we all were taking turns having the worst stomach flu we've ever had.
Yeah.
And we did family pictures, and in between takes, at least a couple of us were puking.
Oh.
So I think of that and I go, that wasn't a great day. Or most of the time, because my husband regresses to being his teenager self and gets real grumpy and grouchy about having to take pictures. But I appreciate people's, I love to look at people's family pictures. I don't like to do them, but I do like to have them. So I guess I'm pro.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's like a pro, but like hesitant pro.
I hate them on a preternatural level.
Wow.
Okay.
I love
don't like
them.
super goofy ones, you know?
Right.
Like the ones
I don't
where
like
they're
having my
matchy-matchy
picture
or
taken
whatever.
in general. And that's just what it is for me. But
Yeah.
also, I especially in the Utah culture, it's very much like a status symbol.
Right.
I got a blowout and I got my children all matching clothes. And oh my gosh, I paid my photographer $1,000 an hour. And look
I
at
would
these
agree.
beautiful pictures. And I take one every quarter because our family just changes every year. And I hate it. I hate what they mean. So
I
just think of the
understand
dentist.
that. What?
Wait, what?
My dentist office has such beautiful family portraits on it.
I thought you said dentist, and I'm like, I must have misheard her because dentists don't have anything to do with this. But I guess they do.
Okay.
So,
Perfect.
But is that a family picture, or is that a
Coworkers.
office picture? Yeah.
no, it was family pictures.
The dentist's family?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right.
Well, we're going to move on to our next topic, and that is from Shelley Gang member Juliana Cobb, and she was wondering what Shelley thinks about postcards.
It took me a second to understand that word.
About postcards.
I was like, postcards? Postcards. Holly, you're somewhat of a postcard expert, I would say.
Aspiring anyways. I'm the apprentice to our mother, the real postcard expert.
That's true.
Here's what I like about a postcard. I love that it's in and it's out. I love a long, lengthy letter, but postcard just says, "What's up, homie?" and then that's all it says. Also, I love art. I'm crazy about art. Also, I love kitsch. Many postcards are very kitschy.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, what I love about a postcard, less expensive than a letter in terms of stampage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good summation. I feel like I should say all the things I hate about postcards.
Holly, I feel like essentially what you're saying is like it's the GIF of letters. Like, you just send it says what you need to say, boom, and it's fun to look at.
I
And
get
you love a GIF.
postcards from my nieces and nephews.
Hey.
And that's my favorite thing.
I know them.
Aw.
And I thought you were going to say your dentist, and I do get postcards from my dentist.
I also get postcards from my dentist.
I don't. How dare he?
Get a new
not send me
dentist.
postcards.
Our dentist in Redlands, guys, the one I haven't been to in many a year, sent me a handwritten note for Christmas.
Wow,
Saying
that's beautiful.
Your teeth must be real bad by now. Just kidding.
Shelley, what do you think about postcards?
Let's see. What do I think? I'm pro. I like to get mail. Mail is fun. And postcards are quick and easy. They always fit in the mail slot here at my apartment, which not all other things do. I like the pictures on them. It's fun to like see places where people are visiting or whatever. I like that. They're fun. And it's like a card where I'll keep it for a while, and then when I don't want to keep it anymore, I don't.
Perfect.
Yay!
But don't let Mom hear that you're not keeping those, because she has a special book for her
I know.
postcards. She puts them in.
I also have a special book, and I keep it in a trash can.
And you just hope that every time you throw one in the trash, it finds its way to your special book.
I know it'll eventually collate into the right place.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic. This is from Shelley Gang member Soren Mann. Soren, a Redlands friend of the Chatfield family. Soren is wondering what Shelley thinks about Little League sports.
Oh, gosh.
Shelley, are you going to say, oh gosh, after every topic I say?
I think I will. I seriously, you guys don't understand. I already am feeling guilty about everything I've said so far because I've said pro for all of them, and I'm like, oh no, do I need to say con against some of them so I'm not just weirdly pro?
No,
Am I trying to
cares?
be too positive?
You can be a positive person.
Guess what, though? That's what my mind is thinking. All right. Let's see. None of us did like Pee-wee sports, right?
No, and I think the closest for Little League sports would have been like church basketball, like a church sports team. And that's
Exactly.
That's what I
Shelley.
think about church basketball. Ugh. Did any of us want to besides me? Because I know I definitely wanted to. What did you want to do, Carlie?
All of my friends were playing soccer.
Yes.
My husband played soccer as a youngster for many years.
My husband broke his collarbone in Pee-wee football.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
In our hometown, Redlands, a lot of kids, I felt like, played soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me want to join soccer just so I could go, do it like everyone else. And Mom, don't feel like my childhood was horrible because I wasn't in soccer, because I probably would have actually hated soccer. There's so much running. And the pressure of like having to be good on a team. No thanks. Yeah, so I feel like maybe, I understand there's benefits of like as a child, like learning a team sport, blah, blah, blah. But I know in my heart, nah, dog. Like when Jet was 4 or 5, we had him enrolled in a sports class in Argentina, and each month they would do a different sport. If there was something like that, but even like for all kids and then even as adults, I'd do that.
Ooh.
Because you don't ever have to be an expert at something.
What about volleyball, Shelley? What about volleyball?
Okay, yeah, I'm made for volleyball. All 5 feet of me.
You're allowed to pick up your teammates and carry them on your shoulders to spike the ball, right?
Just like in Mario Brothers.
I was playing that today, carrying lots of people.
Yeah.
Well, this is magical. We got our first anti, but it could have been all pro Shelley, and I would have been A-okay with that. So no pressure.
But this is
going
how I really
forward.
feel.
We have another topic submitted by Shelley Gang member Jimmy Sprinkles, and Jimmy wants to know what you think about comfort food.
I'm sorry. Holly's gonna have to edit out so many loud sighs.
I may not edit this at all. I may just put it all in and be like, well, this is it.
Does anyone here have strong feelings
On comfort food?
on comfort food?
Does that mean like any food that comforts you?
Yes.
Or like traditional comfort food?
Like
I guess
Southern comfort.
That's probably why we didn't talk about this full episode, like for a full episode, because it is kind of hazy as to what it actually is. And we've had
place
topics
to place,
like that
it's
before
different.
where Julie has argued one thing and I've argued a totally other thing about something else. So anyways, so I categorize it as comfort, any food that is comforting to you. And I don't see how anyone can be against that.
You know, I'm pro.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know anyone who's like, never in my life will I enjoy a comfort food. Will I let food comfort me? And I mean, it's probably not the best thing to do every day all the time is eat comfort food. But yeah, like, I know, especially here around the holidays, I've been eating a lot of comfort food. And guess what? That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Magical. Okay. Shelley, the next one is again from Shelley Gang member Juliana Cobb, and she wants to know what you think about antiquing.
What?
Holly, I 100% thought you were going to say Antifa. I was like, wow, getting political.
I think I love antiquing.
Oh, I don't even have to think about this one, guys. I love it.
What? I did not know that about you.
There's a beautiful antique store in downtown Redlands, and Mom wanted to know like something we could do together fun for my birthday when I was living there a couple years ago, and guess what? That's what I chose. I chose to go to this beautiful antique store. We were there for hours.
Is that the one with the multiple stories?
It is. And I loved it. I have never yet done a trip where it's like I am going to this place to go antique. And I sometimes feel too scared to go into antique stores. Because like, what if I'm not cool enough to shop there?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I like? What kind of antique stores I like? I like ones that are like booths, like consignment kind of stores. Because I love seeing like, oh, this person was really into mid-century modern. And oh my gosh, this person loves buckets, antique buckets.
Put that on your bucket list. Boom.
One of my greatest regrets of all time happened at that antique store in Redlands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I saw a film, like made of film, Toy Story 1 trailer, and I almost bought it, and I didn't, because I was like, I will never be able to watch that because I don't have a projector.
Oh man!
But I just should have bought it.
You should
have bought it.
Well, that makes like 4 topics where I've given Carlie the last word.
Well, I'll just say I am definitely pro on this. I've like almost every city I've lived in, I've gone to antique stores.
And this is why we didn't do an episode on it, because I knew that you're very pro. So
Oh man, and I would have gone hard anti.
Oh really? I'm shocked. I guess though, you are known for not just having things and stuff.
I don't like things and stuff. But I did read a great romance novel where she was an antiquer. So
that doesn't surprise me even a little bit.
That's what I know about antiquing, is that it can bring me true love. It can bring me a retired professional hockey player.
Ooh, I've always wanted one of those. Maybe I should go to the antique store.
Yeah.
Speaking of dreamy guys, this next topic is from a very handsome man, Corbin Miller, producer emeritus Corbin. And Shelley, hold on to your horses, because
okay.
Corbin wants to know the topic of leg washing one's legs.
Washing your legs.
I know was a big thing online for a while, a big discussion.
Right.
I wash my legs. I believe in it. I don't see why you shouldn't. It's really not that hard, and it doesn't take that much time.
But my legs aren't dirty.
To me, it's about exfoliating, Julie.
Well, I have.
But I shave my legs, and then I just don't wash them after I shave them.
I don't
For
shave my
real?
legs. So what's even the
Wow.
point? What's the
But
point
see,
of legs?
that would be even more reason. Like, if I didn't shave, I would even more want to wash my legs because you like, what's gonna get trapped in all that hair, dust and mites and stuff? Gotta wash those
Mites?
babies off. Yeah, dust mites.
Oh, well, they're everywhere. So
Yeah, I know, but
whatever.
why not just sometimes just say, "Hey, clean slate."
I'm going to wash my legs like once a month and say, this is my clean slate day.
So I'm pro. Julie, do you know your husband's opinion on this?
We talked about it, but my brain doesn't work good. What did he say?
But you remember what kind of man has the antique store in your romance novel?
No, he did not have the antique store, Shelley. Okay. He was like a
I'm sorry.
construction worker guy who was
Oh,
redoing
okay.
their house. Get it straight.
So, Shelley, you're doing great. We're about halfway through. I just need you to know that.
Good thing I didn't play Ring Fit today because my heart rate has already been high enough during these last 30 minutes.
So, Shelley, the next topic was submitted by Shelley Gang member Alicia Cutts, and she wants to know what you think about giving out non-candy at Halloween.
Oh.
Does it make sense what that means?
Yes. To define it, I guess I would say, like, oh gosh, was it trick-or-treating in Redlands or somewhere? People, like, there's just like one street that they closed down in Redlands, and everyone kind of just sets up little places to trick-or-treat around there. And a lot of people were giving out things like pencils or slap bracelets or glow-in-the-dark bracelets or something like that.
Cute.
No.
And
No, Shelley.
I'm just
said
I'm
no?
listening to this and I'm offended.
Shelley, who do you think said no?
well, all our voices sound the same, so it could have even been me. I don't know. I am pro that because A, that means my child is eating less candy, and B, like, they're fun, like little spider rings and stuff like that. That's fun. If it was all
allergy
non-candy,
friendly.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I think it's fun.
I will say I have done it before, but it was because it was a year that I was really into temporary tattoos, but I also gave out candy. Like, you got a handful and it had candy and tattoos.
Yeah, see, I like that. I like that people, have like maybe a mix of things in their bowl and you just kind of get a little of something, each thing. That's fine to me.
There was a person on our street when we lived in Ithaca who had 2 baskets, one basket of candy and one basket of broccoli, and you could take one of each.
Why?
What do you think of that? Why? Health. It's good. Ithaca.
I'm surprised it wasn't like alfalfa sprouts or something like
Oh,
that.
gross. Basket of sprouts. Just grab a handful of it.
I have another topic from Alicia Cutts on this list, and Alicia wants to know, Shelley, what you think about edible gold.
She thinks negative things about it.
No,
That's-
Carlie.
Carlie, what do you think about edible gold? I'm curious.
I think negative things about edible gold, Shelley.
Is that why you said you think Shelley thinks negative things?
No, I am determining that Shelley thinks negative things because she cannot think positive things about it.
What is negative to you about it?
It's just always ugly, first of all.
Shocking.
Second of all, it is too expensive and it's just always ugly. And so, like, it's a status symbol that doesn't need to be there, Shelley. It doesn't need to be there. Just make something good and not something that's like, ooh, wow, edible gold. So.
Well, can I say a pro point for it, Shelley?
Yes.
After you, oh God, well, it's pro for me. I don't know what you're going to think about it. After you eat edible gold, then like the next day you poop gold. That's cool.
Holly, how do you feel about edible gold?
I'm of 2 minds. One, I hate things that are bougie. Right?
Uh-huh.
But here's my problem. I love things that are gold.
Yeah.
And so this is partly why we didn't talk about this, because I honestly don't know what I would have said.
Well, I can say I have eaten edible gold before.
Don't tell Carlie. She'll freak out.
Yes, when Kelly was visiting me in Australia, we went and did a tour of the Sydney Opera House, and then we bought a piece of opera cake from the cafe right there, and it had edible gold on top. And that's, I think, my one experience with it. And so for me, I have very positive feelings about edible gold because that was really fun and special. But I mean, like, if I was the kind of person who was always like, I know what's going to snazzy up this cake, edible gold everywhere, then I don't know. I don't like that person. But I think edible gold can be fun, and I think it can look nice. I think it can look bad too, Carlie, but I think it can look nice. I don't think it always looks bad.
It always looks bad.
I remember once on Great British Bake Off, somebody put edible gold on like the outside of like a pear or something like that. That looked nice.
Yeah, it did.
So I'm pro.
Sorry, Carlie.
Outvoted.
Shelley Gang member George Diaz wants to know your opinion on the topic of nighttime.
Well, I know nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation.
Yes.
Does anyone here feel strongly against the nighttime?
Here's what I think. I think when I want to be awake in the nighttime, that's especially good. Like, I loved, especially as a teenager, I loved being awake in the night and doing night things. But you know what? I've also been a mother of a newborn. Newborns like to be awake in the night when I want to be asleep. So I think generally I'm pro, but there have been times of my life where I've been very anti-nighttime.
I guess so have I. I think it has been said before on this podcast that there are times where I have trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
And those are times where I hate the nighttime, where I just am laying in bed going, I wish I were asleep right now. But I think, like, you can look at the stars at night. You can go see movies in the park at night. You can watch fireworks at night. You can have a fire in your fireplace at night. You can do a lot of fun things at night.
You literally can do all those things in the daytime, Shelley.
No, what? You can't look at the stars in the day unless you want to look at the sun.
And I like at the nighttime, like when I'm the only one awake, I don't feel pressured to do things. Like, I feel like I can relax. Or if I were the first one up in the morning, I feel like, oh, now it's time to do things, So I think I like the nighttime.
Carlie, I have an honest question that I need you to answer for me, okay?
Okay.
Are you just feeling generally contrarian today?
Yes.
Yes. You should have said no. No.
Okay.
Yes.
Just every topic has been a bugaboo in your craw.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I liked antiquing.
Well, you had regrets. You had deep regrets.
Yeah. Even though you were pro, it was still kind of a sad thing.
Okay, so I just needed to know. Okay, Shelley Gang member Duo Maxwell wants to know what you think about challenging ice cream. And I phrased it that way because Duo said ice cream flavors that are not typical
like
ice cream flavors or something like that. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do, yes. Like avocado flavored or charcoal or like wasabi or something like that. I have been places that have those kind of flavors, and I can say that I've maybe tasted one or two just like out of sheer curiosity. Like, could I have a sample of, the whatever, I can't even think right now, like pizza flavored one or whatever, because I just gotta know. But there has never once in my life been a time where I bought any of those, because I just like ice cream that tastes good and is just what I want. And I don't want non-traditional flavors of ice cream. I just like good ones and that mostly have chocolate in them at some point.
Finally, Shelley, you make a nice decision. Finally.
Oh my goodness.
So I think I'm against them.
Well, you know what? That's okay. And next time we go to downtown Disney and there's a salt and straw there, we're going to try the most challenging flavor they have.
You're sighing because you know it's really going to happen.
I know, because I made Holly try eggnog last year, so it's my turn.
I almost
to
drank
be challenged.
an entire half gallon of eggnog over some time, but I almost drank the whole thing all by myself.
I was thinking
my
a chug
gosh.
contest that happened
Yeah, I was
between
like,
you and your
puke,
children.
puke.
Oh my gosh, no, I would have definitely been sick.
I cannot imagine ingesting that much eggnog. Blah.
Over time, it was great.
Ugh.
We have 3 more topics, Shelley. Do you think you can make it?
Another loud sigh. Yes, I can do it.
And we're not even doing a segment this episode. It's a real loosey-goosey one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I can take as long as I want on these last 3.
Oh, yeah. Really stretch it out.
Really, really stretch it. I gotta pad the episode, baby.
Okay, so Shelley Gang member Brian Perry wants to know your opinion on Sesame Seeds.
Oh, interesting. Did you guys discuss this topic at all? Like, was anyone feeling strongly one way or the other?
I don't think so.
No, but I will say my favorite sesame seed experience is at Noodles and Company. I get the Japanese udon noodles and there's black sesame seeds in it. And one time they forgot to put them in and I was PO'd. Okay?
Does anyone here feel negatively about sesame seeds, Carlie?
If given the life choice between eating something with sesame seeds and eating something without sesame seeds, it is generally a without sesame seeds life choice.
Got it. But you will eat like a sesame seed bun.
Yes, but that is pretty much exclusively it. Yeah.
Got it.
Julie, can I ask you a nutritional question?
Sure.
What does a sesame seed do for me?
I don't know if like sesame seeds sprinkled on a bun would do anything for you, except pass right along through you. But I think like tahini is good for you.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about sesame seeds in their processed form.
Mm-hmm. Get that hummus, yo.
I've never had tahini, so I don't know about that. But I do love sesame oil. I use it in a lot of like my cooking of like lots of things. If I'm doing like an Asian dish, I love it in the Chinese chicken salad recipe from Mom. It really doesn't taste the same without it. And I like sesame seeds. Like if you toast the sesame seeds and toss it in like a noodle dish or whatever. So I like sesame seeds like that. But you know, I don't know if I would just like eat a handful of sesame seeds.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, so I guess I'm pro then. I like what they do for me. Flavor wise.
That just like eating a handful of sesame seeds reminds me of like eating a handful of like poppy seeds. How wild that would be.
Yeah, sesame dressing for salads is good.
Sesame Street, best street.
Sesame Street, love it. They're so nutritious.
Okay, Shelley. Shelley Gang member and Chatfield cousin Trevor Bird wants to know your opinion on teddy bears.
What?
Teddy bears.
I heard you, but how can you be negative anti-teddy bears?
Some people
How
are.
is that possible?
Can I say something? And my son's probably going to hear this and he's going to be really angry with me. If teddy bears dropped off the face of the planet, I probably wouldn't care, like personally.
Your son would be devastated though.
That doesn't mean you're anti-teddy bear.
Yeah, I mean, well, also you have to remember, Carlie, that my entire life is filled with plushies. And sometimes that has really been very detrimental to my life. So,
Julie, do you feel one way or the other?
I slept with a teddy bear for like 10 years every night.
Bear.
Yeah. So pro.
I have had like stuffed animals that I've loved in my life. I've loved and lost. Actually, not lost most of them. I still have them. Like Raccoony. my raccoon, or Big Bunny, my bunny. And so I honestly don't think I ever had a teddy bear. I think all of my stuffed animals were something else, like Chip and or Dale. I can't remember which one I had.
But does that mean you are anti-teddy
You had Dale,
bear?
Shelley.
I had Dale. Yeah. One of the most romantic gifts I ever got in the second grade was a teddy bear from one of my classmates, Raul. And I loved it. I honestly probably do still have that somewhere. So I guess to me they're cute and fine, but I don't love teddy bears. If someone brought me a teddy bear when I was sick or whatever, I'd be like, ugh, what, I have to deal with this now, you know? So, but I guess I'm mostly pro. They don't hurt my feelings and I don't hate them. And if they dropped off the face of the earth, I probably would feel a little sad. So I guess I'm pro, but it's like pro as long as they stay in their corner and I stay in mine.
Well, Shelley, we have one more topic in our topic graveyard. And before I tell you what it is, have you had an okay time? Have we tortured you too much?
Yeah, no, this has been a lot easier than I was guessing. I thought there would be a lot of like ones that were going to be very vague.
Like nighttime.
Well, that one, yeah, if they were all like nighttime, that would have been hard. But things like teddy bears, like I've dealt with those things in my life, those tangible things. I can think of those things and have opinions on them.
Shelley, we have one more topic that we need your opinion on, and it is, once again, from our dear Shelley Gang member, Alicia Cutts. She of the bangers. She's always bringing us those hot topics. Shelley, she wants to know your opinion on hanging out in graveyards.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Oh, man. I'm glad you saved the best for last.
You see, I'm mixed on this one. I can't decide. So
you have no strong feelings, Carlie?
I have strong feelings. they're in opposite directions.
Oh, so you feel strongly for and against it?
Yes, I do.
How? Tell me.
Tom Sawyer is one of my heroes, and he hangs out in graveyards. But
Tom Sawyer is a rapscallion. You don't want to copy him.
And so many of my favorite movies hang out in graveyards.
The movies too? They're just DVDs and stuff hanging out. And
yeah.
Yes.
In the very first episode of Smallville, Lana Lang and Clark Kent chill in a graveyard together for a little bit.
Really?
Like, there's so many people are chilling in graveyards, having happy times in fiction. But I just don't want to.
So you enjoy watching other people do it, but you don't want to do it yourself.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm not cool enough to be able to hang out in a graveyard.
Wow.
Shelley, I'm anti hanging out in graveyards because one, it feels hanging out to me says loitering, and I ain't about that life in terms of like this is where people's final resting places are, right? So don't want to be disrespectful, but also I'm against it because I can see in a past life, like in a sliding door situation where I would have like made out on someone's grave as a teenager. And you know what? That just isn't right. And I shouldn't have done that in my alternate reality.
Julie?
Okay, I've never loitered in a graveyard, but graveyards are like really cool places to go and check out. Like I went and there's like a project you can be a part of where you go like take pictures of graves for like family history purposes. And we went and did that as a family and it was really enjoyable and interesting.
Oh, I thought of another reason to be anti hanging out in graveyards. They're all outside.
What about mausoleums?
Well, that's a hanging out in a mausoleum and I'm very into it.
Oh gosh. Well, I was thinking more pop culture-y things like Carlie was saying, and like Buffy. She's always in a graveyard.
I mean, the adventures always find you when you're in a graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a book I read not long ago, it starts, or it very early on they're in a graveyard, and that's where the adventure starts. That was a very good book that I can't remember the name of right now. Oh, City of Brass. Check it out. It was super good. It's a trilogy. As for me, I can actually say that I have hung out in graveyards.
Oh, whoa.
Because in Argentina, there's like a really cool graveyard, and I went there often. Not often, but like I wasn't a weirdo about it. But like anyone who came to visit me, I took there.
You took me there. It was great.
Yeah, I did. It was so fun, and it was just a cool place. And like, yes, I was, walking around. I wasn't just like having a beer in a graveyard, hanging out. But I definitely did like eat some granola bars as I was hanging out there, reading all the crazy things on people's tombstones, or like seeing how old they were. Mm-hmm. That was really fun.
Evita was there.
Evita was there.
Don't
and all the flowers.
From me, Argentina, or else I'll come back and haunt you.
And there are some beautiful graveyards here in Ogden. I have not hung out at them before, but I don't mind them either. I think I have never played Pokemon Go in a graveyard, so that makes me feel good.
Hey, guess what? Your girl has. When you're looking for ghost Pokemon and you need a break from your family, you tell your husband, I'm going to go on a drive to the graveyard to get some ghost Pokemon. I've done it.
Oh, newsflash. I like this.
So I guess, but if it's like loitering, like I just read another book where it happened, a lot of it in a graveyard, and it was in New Orleans. So it was like, all those cool above ground ones. And there were like kids loitering and drinking beers and, whatever there. I think that's very disrespectful. Mm-hmm. But like if you're there in a respectful way to hang out, I'm pro.
Wow.
This was a treat. I did not expect this to happen.
Shelley, final score is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pro and 2 anti.
That makes me feel like I'm not a balanced person.
What? Well, you'll never guess what Carlie's score is. I didn't even keep track of it, but it's 1,000 to, or it's 0 to 1,000.
No, she felt positive about anti-king.
Carlie probably had the inverse of your score, Shelley.
Yeah, I bet it was probably almost exactly that.
So you are a balanced person.
I'm balanced with Carlie
on graveyard hanging out.
What is your opinion?
I have no definitive opinion.
Oh.
Julie, would you say you're a balanced person?
Yes, in everything, always.
Me also. So, Shelley, sorry that you're the big weirdo around here.
Oh, man. This is why I have a complex.
I don't think so. I think in a vacuum, you would still feel a lot of these feelings.
Probably.
Shelley, do you have a message for the Shelley Gang at the end of this year?
Oh, golly. I feel like I should, because your children can do this in all videos you take of them. There's always a message at the end. I'm better than a kid.
That's the message.
No. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. I guess like everyone have a good 2021. Look for good things. I'll try to too. I'll do my best. And if you can, come to my bakery and get something yummy to eat. And
which bakery is it again, Shelley?
It's Great Harvest Baking Company in South Ogden.
Are you trying to get an endorsement deal, Holly?
Well, they haven't paid me money yet, but they have paid me in under the table baked goods.
But yeah, I think just everyone try and have a good year, have the best year you can, and if you have some bad times, that's okay too.
Yeah. Yeah, that is really good, Shelley, and very heartfelt. And honestly, I thought this was going to be a lot harder for you, and so I'm glad it didn't torture you too much.
No, this I felt a lot of apprehension at the start, a lot. But as we went on, I was like, I can do this.
And you did it.
Thank you, Shelley Gang, for the year of the submission. It has been so wonderful to have everyone kind of pitch in and to have a variety of topics that the small committee wouldn't have thought of on their own. So, yeah, thank you. And in 2021, who knows what that year will be? It's so far away from now, so we won't even think of it.
Guys, I'll get there first, so I'll let you know how it is when I get there.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
And with that, thank you, and I love you, and goodbye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. See you next year.
Gosh dang it, Shelley, where are you?
Are you looking for high-quality, family-friendly podcasts? Shows that are safe for younger or more sensitive listeners? Podicon Go is a reliable corner of the internet for the kind of podcasts that everyone can enjoy. From educational programs to conversational topics and incredible storytelling and role-playing shows in a variety of styles, themes, and age groups. Podicon Go is a group of independent podcast creators dedicated to creating high-quality programs that provide family fun for everyone. Visit podicongo.com for an ever-growing lineup of shows, complete with descriptions and ways you can listen. Connect with the Podicon Go Family-Friendly Podcast Network on Facebook and Twitter. PODICON. Go! It's podcast fun for everyone. Podicon Go!